Imagine getting lost deep in an underwater cave at night. There's silt all around you. You're completely blind in every direction without hope of escape or call for aid. You're all alone and you're running out of air. What happens next will chill you to the bone. September 10th, 2002 began as an average day in the lives of a group of 5 friends who set out on the vessel Domino for a diving expedition at Poganica Bay in Croatia, home to the Poganica Bay Cave, a popular destination for experienced divers in spite of its known infamy as dangerous and highly risky. The boat was filled with 2 diving instructors and a mixed crew of experienced and inexperienced divers heading out on what would be hoped to be a life-changing experience. Among them was 31-year-old Miroslav Kukliš, an experienced hobbyist diver and chef by trade, who was eager to explore the area. As for the cave itself, it's a diver's paradise with pristine waters teeming with life, beginning with a narrow bottleneck which leads into one of 2 caverns, the shallow gallery, followed by tight, often disorienting turns which lead further down into the deep gallery that descends to a depth of over 54 meters. The entire system is covered in a fine layer of silt, which reduces visibility significantly when disturbed by diving activity, creating a labyrinth traversed only by the bravest souls with the right equipment and necessary caution. This labyrinth is exactly what the group had hoped to explore. Later, as the Domino anchors and daylight wanes, the group discuss their plan whilst preparing their dinner, while Miroslav finds the entrance to the cave on a preliminary dive and returns with news of the discovery. After dinner at 9 p.m., 2 pairs of divers entered the water, each consisting of 1 instructor and an inexperienced diver, whilst Miroslav went on a leisurely dive close to the surface. One pair went a short way into the entrance of the cavern before realizing they weren't equipped to explore something so deep and decided to remain close to the surface for some basic night diving. Upon returning to the boat at around 10:30 p.m., it was discovered Miroslav was nowhere to be found. Concluding he must have changed his mind and entered the cavern without telling anyone, an instructor and more experienced diver entered the cave as far as they could with flashlights to search for him, but with no luck. Frantically placing a call to the local police force, they are told to remain where they were until the following morning, which, to their further distress after morning came, involved sending only 2 divers with such limited equipment. The divers had to lend some of their own gear to the police divers just to make rescue even possible. 90 minutes after the police divers descended into the caves, the group's excitement overshadowed by fear, a single diver emerges. It's one of the police divers, in clear distress and suffering from the injuries associated with decompression sickness after having ascended too quickly. He's immediately taken to a hospital, while his colleague, like Miroslav, never emerges. After another day, more police divers re-enter the cavern more heavily equipped to handle 2 conditions and find both Miroslav's body in the deep gallery at a depth of 54 meters and the body of the second police diver in the shallow gallery at a depth of 24 meters. While tragic, the police diver's autopsy was a simple case of having become lost after letting go of the safety line and having run out of air. Miroslav's body, on the other hand, left more questions than answers. His body was found with a knife sticking out of his chest, causing investigators to suspect foul play among his fellow divers. As the investigation unfolds, a grim truth from Miroslav's dive computer emerges. His demise was no act of malice, but instead a desperate bid for escape. After having entered the cave and become disoriented upon exploring the deep gallery, Miroslav found himself trapped in the suffocating darkness with no way of knowing which direction the exit was or the ability to call for help. With the world caving in, he chose a clean and painless death over a drowning in watery grave. His friends, once suspected of foul play, were absolved of guilt but left scarred by the ordeal. And as the years pass, the caves of Poganica Bay claim more victims, its siren call luring unsuspecting souls to their doom. A plaque was installed at the entrance to deter any unprepared explorers from sharing their same fate. However, it hasn't stopped others from trying. This tragic event underscores the importance of thorough preparation, clear communication, and adherence to safety protocols when engaging in cave diving, serving as a reminder, though seldom heeded, of the psychological pressures divers can face in distressing situations, and how our own minds can be a greater enemy than the deep itself. If you enjoyed this video, kindly leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.